You know that feeling when you walk into a restaurant and the menu is like 20 pages long? You stare at it, you get overwhelmed, and you end up panicking and ordering chicken fingers. Again, that is exactly how most people feel about their money. You get paid, you look at your bank account, and you think, should I buy Bitcoin? Should I pay off my car? Is the market too high? What is an ETF anyway? It's called analysis paralysis, and it is costing you a fortune. Today, I'm going to close the menu. I'm going to give you the specific mathematical order of operations for your money. No guessing. Just a step-by-step checklist to turn your income into wealth. Let's build the waterfall. Before we invest a single dime, we have to talk about step 0. If you spend more than you earn, turn this video off. Seriously, nothing I say matters if your bucket has a hole in the bottom. You need a gap. You need money left over at the end of the month. Got it? Good. Now, where does that first dollar go? Most people rush to buy stocks first. That is a mistake. If your car breaks down tomorrow and you have to sell your stocks to fix it, you've lost the game. Your first priority is a starter emergency fund. I'm talking 1 month of expenses, or flat out $2,000 sitting in a boring savings account. Psychologically, this isn't an investment, it's insurance. It stops you from using a credit card when life punches you in the face. And life will punch you in the face. Secure the shield first. Okay, shield is up. Now we look for free money. If you have a job with a 401k and your employer offers a match, you stop everything and put your money there. Let's say they match up to 3% of your salary. That is a guaranteed 100% return on investment immediately. Warren Buffett can't beat that. There is no investment on earth that beats free money. Do not skip this. If you do, you're literally declining a raise. Now, we have to pause the investing. Why? Because you're bleeding. I'm talking about credit cards and high-interest loans. Anything with an interest rate above 7% or 8%. Here's the math. The stock market might give you 10% a year on average. Your Visa card will charge you 20% or 25% guaranteed. You cannot outinvest a 25% interest rate. You have to kill this debt. Attack it with a vengeance. Every extra dollar goes here until the balance is 0. This is the hardest part. It feels boring. But once this debt is gone, your cash flow is going to explode. Debt is gone. Match is grabbed. Now we circle back to that emergency fund. $2,000 isn't enough anymore. Now we need 3 to 6 months of expenses. Why so much cash sitting there doing nothing? Because this gives you the ability to say no. It gives you the ability to quit a toxic job, survive a recession, or handle a medical emergency without touching your investments. This fund buys you sleep, and sleep is valuable. Now, we get to the fun part, the offensive strategy. We are going to legally avoid taxes. Your next dollars go into a Roth IRA, and if you're eligible, an HSA. Here's why the Roth is king. You pay taxes on the money now, but when you retire, all that growth, all those decades of compounding, it's tax-free. If that account grows to $1 million, the IRS gets 0. Nothing. And the HSA? It's the only account that is triple tax advantaged. It's a super weapon for wealth if you use it right. Max these out before you do anything else. If you still have money left over after all that, congratulations, you are crushing it. Now go back to that work 401k and fill it up to the limit. We want to lower your taxable income today and let that money compound for decades. And finally, the last bucket, the taxable brokerage account. There are no rules here, no limits on how much you can put in. You can access the money whenever you want. This is for the people aiming for early retirement, buying a second home, or building generational wealth. This is where you buy your index funds, your ETFs, or your real estate, but only after you've filled the other buckets. So let's recap the waterfall. 1. Starter emergency fund. 2. Employer match. Take the free money. 3. Kill high interest debt. 4. Full emergency fund. 5. Roth IRA and HSA. 6. Max the 401k. 7. Everything else. Money doesn't have to be a confusing menu. It's just a system. You don't have to be a genius. You just have to be disciplined enough to fill the buckets in order. I've got a cheat sheet linked below that summarizes this whole flow so you don't have to memorize it. If you're stuck on level 3, the debt, watch this video next where I break down the fastest way to kill credit card debt. I'll see you there.